If you've ever had the creamy sausage and potato soup from Olive Garden, then you need to get in here for this one. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Brandy from Stay Snatch, and I'm gonna show you how to make this delicious, creamy recipe all at home. Stay tuned for all of the details. Let's start with the ingredients, and I have some diced russet potatoes here, Italian sausage, it's gonna give it so much flavor, along with some bacon as well. Then I also have some broth here, along with flour, diced onions, minced garlic, Italian seasoning, salt, and pepper. I'm gonna start by browning that Italian sausage, and I'm using a Dutch oven here. You can use any large, heavy bottom pot, even like a soup pot if you like. We're just gonna cook this until that sausage is no longer brown. Gonna add the bacon in here too. Now, one thing about this soup, the bacon isn't going to be crunchy because it cooks in the soup, but it's gonna have so much flavor from the bacon within the soup. If you're looking for crunchy bacon, you should cook that separately and then add it to your soup at the end. So we just wanna cook this until everything is browned. You can smell all of that amazing flavor. And then we're gonna remove this sausage and bacon so that we can saute our vegetables. And I'm using a slotted spoon because I like to leave some of that fat from the sausage and bacon in there so that it soaks up when I saute the onions and garlic. So I'm adding the onions and garlic to the pot, and I'm just gonna saute these for a few minutes until those onions are translucent and the smell of the garlic and the onions are fragrant. Then I'm gonna add the broth to the pot, and I'm using my wooden spoon to deglaze the bottom of that pot, and I'm breaking down any of those browned bits from the bacon and the sausage. Leave those in there because they have so much flavor. And then I'm gonna add some flour to the pot and give everything a stir. This is what's going to thicken up our soup and get it nice and creamy. Then I'm gonna add the rest of the broth to the pot, give everything a good stir. And then the potatoes go in, and so do the sausage and the bacon. Give everything a good stir. And so one thing that's really important is those potatoes need to be completely submerged in liquid if they are going to cook evenly and consistently. So I'm adding in some more broth. You can also add in additional water if you don't have more broth. And then make sure those potatoes are submerged, because that's what's gonna get them to cook. Then of course, I need to add in some spices. So I have Italian seasoning, salt, and pepper here. That goes in. Give everything a stir. I'm gonna adjust the heat on my pot to medium high to get this to a rolling boil. Coming back in there with more water just to make sure those potatoes cook down. Once this reaches a rolling boil, I'm gonna place the lid on the pot and allow this to simmer. I'm gonna let this simmer for 15 to 20 minutes until those potatoes are soft. You can see the soup is starting to get a little thicker from that starch from the potatoes. We have to add in our remaining ingredients. I have some heavy cream here. You can also use milk or half and half, and some fresh kale. Spinach will also work really great here as well. I'm gonna add that to the pot. Give everything a stir to get that kale to wilt down. And then the heavy cream goes in, and this is what's going to make it so creamy. It adds luxurious flavor. It's going to give it a rich, velvety texture. This is so good. You're really going to want to eat this right out of the pot. It's so good. Here you can taste repeatedly, update your spices, and add additional spices and seasoning if you need it. But look at that texture. This is so hearty and rich with flavor. Everyone will love this.